It's your daily dose of Donna. Welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, July 16th, and I am sweating to the oldies for Richard Simmons. I am straight off my workout, right to the show, slapped on a pair of these readers, and we have quite a show today. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. We're going to talk about so much. I love your guys' comments. You're getting to chat in comments already. Talking a lot about Shannon Doherty today still. I think a lot of people are still very affected and sad by her death, her untimely death. And then, of course, talking about 90210. And I do belong, this is a random side note, I do belong to a 90210. I guess it's like a page on Facebook or a group. I don't know, but they always post clips of the show just in my feed. So this morning I was watching the clip where Cindy and Jim Walsh's parents, all the grandparents, come and visit Beverly Hills to celebrate Cindy and Jim's anniversary. And Brenda looked so cute, Shannon Doherty. So again, really, really sad loss. And I'm glad that we're all spending some time rewatching 90210, introducing it to our next generation. You know, if you really want good TV, 90210 is where it's at. Like, there's just not a lot of TV like that anymore. I mean, for sure, not anymore. All right, let's get into today's show. We're going to talk about a crazy story about the national anthem last night at the Home Run Derby. And then, of course, we have to talk about Love Island because I am so sweaty. Oh, my goodness, that show. And then, of course, we're going to talk about Big Brother, which starts tomorrow night, plus more on today's Daily Dose of Donna. Yay, I'm so happy. I see a comment here from Jennifer who says just used code DANA, DANA, to stock up on my Lolavie travel essentials for a trip to the Olympics this month. Thank you, Donna. Jennifer, take me with you to Paris. How cool that is. You're going to the Olympics. My brother-in-law is going to, my brother-in-law owns a marketing company, like a experiential marketing company, and they got hired by the Olympics to put on some big like booth at one of their events. So my sister and her kids and her husband are all going to Paris next week. I am so jealous. Get to see it, live through them vicariously while I hang out in LA. But my kids won't be here. And I say that because I'm so sad. But those of you with parents, I mean, those of you with kids that go away to sleepaway camp, you know what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, okay, can we get them out of the house yet? Because my screen time, the screen time for the month, for the year has been hit just this week of them sitting at home. Mark says, you're going to the Olympics. I'm going to the grocery store later. So I feel like we are all in it together. We just, we get to live vicariously through various dosers. But because Jennifer did use the code Donna, let's just really quickly shout out Lolavie. Now, Lolavie is this week's sponsor for Daily Dose of Donna. What is Lolavie? It's award-winning hair care by Jennifer Aniston. We all put our hair through the ringer, coloring, heat styling, stress, aging, the list goes on. Over time, it does take a toll. So that's why it's crucial to have products that not only repair the look of the damage, but also shield your locks from future harm. Enter Lolavie Clean plant-powered products for every hair type and texture. And here's a treat for you guys. Dosers, for a limited time, you get an exclusive 15% off your entire order at lolavie.com. That's LOLAVIE.com. Just use code DANA, DANA, at checkout. I mean, if you're taking hair care advice, why listen to anyone besides the woman who gave us the Rachel? No, for real, right? So unlock her Jennifer Aniston approved hair at lolavie.com. 15% off my favorites that I'm out of. Lolavie, if you're listening, I need more. The detangler. Love me, the glossing detangler. Completely out of it. I used it so much. I also love the hair mask that I put in, like when I'm shaving. If I have one of those, those like what are they called on TikTok? The everything showers where you do it all. You exfoliate, you shave, you'll do hair mask, you'll do all kinds of treatments. Those are the times that I do um the hair mask. I love it. Lolavie.com. Use code Donna. All righty. We got to get into it, you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun. First things first. Last night was that Major League Baseball home run derby. And I'll tell you something, the home run derby I watched a little bit of it. I'm just not that into it. My kids are obsessed. And well, I should say one kid. So he had a friend over and Lance and him watched all night and they were screaming and yelling while I was trying really desperately hard to watch Love Island and focus on Love Island upstairs. I was not very happy about that little distraction, but it's okay. They were enjoying themselves and that's what matters. But I did get a chance to watch the national anthem. And right before the derby kicked off, this was the national anthem. Have you guys heard it? There is an update. It's kind of like a bummer update, but it's kind of what I think a lot of us had an idea or felt like. Here is Ingrid Andress, who is a Grammy nominated country singer, singing the national anthem last night. Let's listen.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming.
Fergie is happy somewhere.
The bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Guys, close your ears.
Land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay. Everyone okay? Is everyone okay? Did we survive this? No, listen. Put me out there on a microphone and I will go viral for being 10 times worse. Like, I am absolutely not someone that can speak when it comes to being a good singer. But you're a singer and a Grammy nominated singer, and you're hired at a very, very strongly televised event. The national anthem at the Home Run Derby, which fans from all across like America, all the different Major League Baseball team fans are watching this show because it's like there's players from all the teams. In fact, you know who was in the audience was West. We'll get into that in a second. West, Shep, and Austin together. Yep. Shep and Austin from Southern Charm, and West, is it West Wilson is his name? No, I can't remember because his name is Westling Conrad on Instagram from Summer House. They're all friends. Do you think Sierra wants to jump out of a window to know that Austin, her toxic ex, and West, her another toxic ex, were together? Okay, that being said, I was like doing all this research last night on this Ingrid girl. I couldn't imagine who is this girl. I'd never heard of her. She's a Grammy nominated performer. So clearly she knows how to sing. She hadn't said anything back. Everyone on TikTok Twitter or whatever, they were all talking about her. But today, just now, she did share, and this is actually kind of like a real bummer for her. And I'm glad that she's handling this, but she did share just now. I'm not going to bullshit you. This was on Twitter. I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need. That was not me last night. I apologize to MLB, all the fans in this country I love so much for that rendition. I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I hear it's super fun. XO Ingrid. Some thoughts on that. Some thoughts. Number one, I don't think that you should be making light of rehab being really fun. I don't know where that came from. But number two, where are her people? Like, where, this is where I want to say, like, where are her parents? No, but for real, where was her publicist, her agent, her manager, her friends? Like, she couldn't have been there alone. She wasn't that drunk, like too drunk to walk out on the field. Like, why did people not stop her? It's it's a career ender. I mean, maybe it's a career maker. We'll have to see. Like, I guess where she goes from here is important to see. Does she take this blunder and make something of it, or does she kind of just burn in the, depths of embarrassment? But it was really, really bad. Someone said in a comment saying, can we please stop singing the national anthem in cursive? And I do believe that we should, because it's giving Fergie, it's giving Shakira. Oh, and I think we can just kind of like, put that aside. It's always a bummer when you see that happen for such a big game. Like, it's not your local, high school theater girl performing at your local basketball game. Like, this is a big televised event. So back to West, Shep, and Austin. Yes, those three were together, as pointed out on Instagram today. And I have some thoughts, and I'm a little concerned, you guys. I'm just going to be 100% honest. I'm a little concerned because I think that West is hanging out with the wrong crew. West is jumping in, like, as a parent, you always say, my son's just around the wrong friends. This makes me worried. This is pictures from Bravo and Cocktails. It says, put a caption, the board of directors of the F Boys Club. Now, there's a few things wrong with this, okay? Number one, Shep is not as bad in my mind as Austin. But you got Austin in the middle, you got Shep to the left, and then you got West and his tongue. And we have to talk about West and his tongue. Enough. Okay, enough. This is a public service announcement to everyone out there that uses your tongue in photos. I've talked about this before. We need to stop sticking our tongue out in photos. Like, the tongue is a very I should say, it feels like it should stay inside. The only time a tongue should come out is on Love Island, which we'll talk about that in a moment, or maybe when you're eating an ice cream cone. Maybe when you're drinking a shot of tequila and you need to do that lick of the salt. I don't want to see your tongue. I don't want to see it. But yes, we have Shep, Austin, and West hanging out. And it's concerning me for West. I worry that he's going down a path of just being with the F boys. He seems like an F boy now. And between Jesse Solomon and West, after having such a phenomenal first season, is anyone else concerned that we're just going downhill? Michelle says, can't stand Shep. Shep is the worst. The way Shep speaks to women and about women is unacceptable. And I would have to agree. I do think that I'm very curious to see this version of Shep. I think it is Shep 2.0, because we have, I think, a little bit of a change Shep from what I've heard on this upcoming season of Southern Charm. I don't know if it's going to actually be the case, but it's pretty clear to me that Shep went through this period last season, at the reunion at least, where he like really came to grips with the fact that he's got a little bit of a, how shall we say, he parties too much, right? He drinks too much. And I think that there's a part of me that feels like maybe he's changed. And maybe I just fell into his propaganda, his news on his Instagram. But remember, he went to that like surf camp or like retreat, Costa Rica. I don't know. I just felt like he was changed. And it did make me feel a little happy that maybe we were going to get a different version of Shep this season than we have in the past, but we will see what happens. Okay, F, marry, and K, FMK, between West, Shep, and Austin. Go. Okay. I'm going to say it. I think you um, I think you F West. I think you K Austin. And I think you marry Shep because it seems like he has a nice family. I mean, Austin's family actually seems nice too, but I just don't want to live with that my whole life. I really don't want to have to drink Top Hops or whatever his what's his beer called? It's like Top Hops, right? Although I will say Austin is a businessman and he has started a couple different things with Craig and the beer. Like maybe he has a good head on his shoulders. We'll have to see. Mm. Okay, a lot of you guys. Mary Shep, K West, and F Austin. No one's gonna kill Austin, of course. Okay, Mary Shep, West F, Austin K. Yep, that was mine. Okay. Well, let's see. Trop hop. What did I call it? Tip hop? Top hop? Top pop. Olipop. Trop hop. Why can't Trop hop sponsor Daily Dose of Donna? Like when Trop hop sponsors Daily Dose of Donna, that's when I will sing the national anthem after drinking 8 Trop hops here on the show. Let's move on. Andy Cohen speaks out about Real Housewives of New Jersey on his show, and he agrees that there should be a Real Housewives of New Jersey rebrand. Someone called in and she said, Andy, when are you going to realize that we need to do a rebrand on the show? They need to do something like they did on RHONJ. And Andy agreed. And then she said, I do like the caller did say, I do like the energy of Danielle and Rachel, that younger energy. I enjoy it. And I think they're fun. But I do think in general, there should be sort of a rebrand. Andy did say, don't worry, we're all thinking the same. And so I believe that most likely we're going to, you know, probably not see these women again. How sad are you guys about that, honestly? Uh, Look, Jersey's probably filled with interesting characters. I like Danielle's energy. I know that she's off-putting for some because she's so like, "You're dirty." Zap, zap, zap. Like she's so big and over the top. And I think a lot of people don't like that about her. I personally enjoy that kind of energy because even though she's a little bit of a feisty girl and likes to fight, there is like a fun energy about her. And I don't see that much. I don't see it with Rachel Fuda at all. I definitely do not see a fun energy with Rachel. I'm not a huge Rachel fan, in case you guys were wondering. I see an energy of Rachel being very like, angry. I'm angry about things. So, Jennifer thinks Andy will rebrand Real Housewives of New Jersey, but will give Teresa her own show. I would be really, really interested if Teresa gets her own show after this, but she definitely will go somewhere. I mean, maybe she'll get her own show, but what could it be about? It can't just be about Teresa and her daughters, right? Like the daughters are moved on, they're getting older, they're getting out of there. No one wants to watch a show of just her and Louis. So what is the show? I just don't know if she can do it. I don't know if she can hold an audience. Okay. So we'll see. All right, we have to talk about Love Island Big Brother. Let's first start with Big Brother. Big Brother starts tomorrow. Is anyone excited? Remember, I've talked about this ad nauseum last season. Big Brother was a show that I grew up when I was in my 20s. I watched every single season. I used to subscribe to the what was it called? Big Brother All Access or whatever, Big Brother live feeds on CBS.com back in 2000. Let's see, I was living before I lived with my ex-boyfriend. So it was 2004 and it was 2004, 2005. This was like the Janelle seasons. These were like the good Kaser seasons. And Boogie and Dr. Will. And I used to watch all of the live feeds and I loved it so much. And then I kind of fell off. as I got a little bit older and it just felt like it was taking too much time out of my weeks with young kids or whatever. But I got back into it last year. I don't watch the live feeds like crazy and I don't follow every single thing on the forums like to know every move, but I do like the show. So we do have our new cast and I'm not sure if any of you guys have gotten to meet them yet online, but let's go through. Variety posted about who they were. The Big Brother 26 cast, and there's a new AI twist revealed. So here are the new house guests. So we have Angela Murray. She's 50 from Long Beach. She's a agent. Quinn Martin is 25, a nurse recruiter from Oklahoma. We have Leah Peters, 26 from Pittsburgh, but lives in Miami, of course, and is a VIP cocktail server. Tucker DeLawyers is a 30-year-old Brooklyn marketing and sales executive. We have Kenny Kelly, who's a 52-year-old former undercover cop from Boston. I mean, when you think of a former undercover cop from Boston, don't you just think of this guy? Then we have Lisa Weintraub, who's 33, Los Angeles celebrity chef. This girl and my sister are friends, really good friends. So my younger sister sent me a text last night saying, "Oh my God, Lisa's a good friend of mine. I can definitely get you guys to chat after the show." I don't even know if she knew she was going to be on the show, or maybe she found out right before. Here's Kimo Apaka, who's 35 from Hawaii. He's a mattress sales rep. Wow. Wouldn't think of that from Hawaii. 22. Mackenzie. Oh, the way she spells her first name, you guys. Mackenzie. Makensy. Mackenzie Manbeck, 22. From Houston, is a construction project manager. Brooklyn Rivera, gorgeous, is 34 from Dallas, or she lives in Dallas. She's a business administrator. We have Matt Hardiman. For sure, Matt Hardiman is going to hook up with Mackenzie. Like, I already feel like that's a showman's. 25 from Georgia. He's a tech sales rep. We have Chelsea, who's 27. She's nonprofit director from Rancho Cucamonga, California. Joseph Rodriguez probably should cut that mustache just a little bit. That's a personal feeling. I'm not a huge mustache fan. He's 30 from Florida. He's a video store clerk, which is crazy. You guys, that means that there's actually video stores out there. My sound is on and off. Okay, I'm hearing that my sound is on and off. Maybe the website is making it a little slow. I'll just try to get through. Hopefully it won't be horrible. Sorry, guys. It may be just like an internet thing. We're almost done with it. We have Cedric Hodges, who's 21. Rubina, who's a bartender. T-Core Claudia is a crochet business owner. Cam Sullivan, the physical therapist. And that is that. Let's hope that fixes our sound. Okay, now how's my sound? As I continue to speak to you, this is a live show. Welcome to the live show. Thankfully, this isn't a dating show, Just Josh says. If it was a dating show, is it popping now or is it better? Let me know. If it was a dating show, which one would you date? I probably would date the undercover police officer because everyone else is 20 years younger than me. How crazy is that when you see the cast of these shows and you realize that the older ones are the ones that are like 50 or 60 are closer to you in age than the younger ones where you still feel like a young person. That's how I feel. So anyway, Big Brother starts tomorrow night. The AI twist, I'm going to pull it up on my phone because I don't want to mess up with my my sound. But the Big Brother, number one, can we just like shout out the fact that there is a that Julie Chen Moonves is still the host of Big Brother. Will she be the host forever? You guys are all having issues with sound. Well, Mark says there's a tiny delay. The lips don't equal the sound. I'm being dubbed. Maybe I am AI. Did you ever think about that? Okay, let me get the twist here for you guys because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to pull it up. But you know what's so funny is Big Brother, they do really, keep with the times. They always last year I did not like the theme. Did anyone else hate the theme last year, which was but first? I mean, it was the metaverse. But first, we are in the metaverse. I was not into that. I'm not into the metaverse. I'm not a metaverse type of person myself. But this year, it's an AI twist. And if I could get it for you, I will. Okay. BBAI will take over the Big Brother house. That's really all we know about the AI twist. Your guys' comments are killing me with my sound and audio. Listen, at least I have a show. I could just not be here. Maybe I'll disappear. But first, I'm going to sing the national anthem for you guys. All right, let's keep going with the show. We have Love Island. Now, Love Island. You guys, last night Love Island was the star of I look, I'm just going to say, if you guys watch Love Island, last night should have been the night. And why do I say that? It's because Love Island gave us, I mean, really honestly, for us 43-year-old women that are stuck at home with our kids, I felt like I was in Vegas last night. I felt like I was at a strip club. Basically, what happened was the women and the men had to play a challenge where the men came out one by one to the woman sitting at the fireplace or the fire pit and had to do like a dancing strip tease, sexy move in character. I've never seen this show before, so I don't know if this is something that happens every season. But essentially what they're doing is that they're putting their heart rate, they're monitoring the girls' heart rates to see whose heart rates overall can stay lower between the men and the women. It's such a stupid game, to be honest. Really, at the end of the day, what the game is all about is seeing how sexy these women and men can be in their uniforms and their costumes. And when I tell you, I saw things that I don't know if I'll be able to ever take back. I saw so many tongues. I thought maybe we were in, a tongue off. It was so, so crazy. I feel like there was a lot of humping. There was a lot of lifting girls' legs in the air and bouncing. There was a lot of gyrating. There was a lot of worming, like Tom Sandoval just popped out of nowhere and wormed. There was a lot of throwing the kids down. Serena at one point got her crotch right on Cordell's face and was like humping it. This is stuff that I'll let my kids walk in and out when I'm watching Love Island. I never feel that weird about it. Of course, there's certain times and certain scenes. The challenges, though, are so X-rated. Minus the fact that you don't see boobs or peepees. You see it all. It is really, really unreal. So what happened last night is that we have, like I said, all the girls and all the guys. But before the challenge started, we did have a strong development with one of the couples, and that was Rob and Daniela. And for those of you that don't know the show, Rob is our overall man, who I'm going to say something that is going to be very unpopular for a lot of the people in these live comment streets. But I'm going to say something, and I always stay true to what I believe. And it may not be the popular opinion, but I am obsessed with Rob. I hated him, and now I love him, I think, more than anyone on the show. Actually, Kenny's my number. Okay, hold on. Cordell, Kenny, they're up there, and Rob is right next to them. And the reason why is because Rob did have some toxic behavior when he quickly dropped Leah earlier in the season for Andrea, the new bombshell. But when Andrea went home and he didn't go home, it made him look even more like a douche. But now, as he's kind of just I feel like he's grown up a lot in this house. And week 1 and week 2, he was a little douchey, but week 4, wherever we are now, I feel like he has got some really good takes on everything. And he has been with this girl, Daniela, who he met in Casa Amor for now a few weeks or 2 weeks or whatever. And I'm so glad. I feel so glad that he came to terms with the fact that they're not right for each other, because you guys, it's going to sound mean, but Daniela, she really irks me. There's something about her energy that really drives me bonkers. I feel like she is not I don't think she's probably like the sharpest tool in the shed, which is okay. This is Love Island. It's not like Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, but she just kind of walks around with a little bit of, I mean, she even said it. She wishes she had ignorance is bliss around all of this, because Rob was like, I don't feel it for her at all. And he said, I just know that there's no future for the two of us outside of this house. And he didn't have to break up with her. He could have just stayed with her, hooked up with her, kept getting it on as, any man probably enjoys, and had a chance to maybe get the prize money at the end, even though no one would have ever voted for them. But the truth is that he broke things off with her without having anyone else to kind of jump in with, which I actually thought was like a pretty stand up thing to do. I don't think a lot of people do that on these shows. In my opinion, Rob is the hottest on the show. I know. I like a bad boy. And I want him with Leah. And in my opinion, Miguel is driving Leah insane. He's driving me insane. I do not Miguel, who's Leah's guy, is not personally, he's not my type. Okay? He's just not. I'm not really into like I don't know, his energy, his player energy. There's something about him that I personally I'm not attracted to. I think they probably get it on really well. It looks like they have a lot of sexual chemistry, but I don't myself feel like Leah really is into Miguel. I think Leah's in love with Rob. I, in fact, I don't think it. I feel like we know it. Leah has had it for Rob. She's had the hots for Rob since the beginning, and then it hasn't gone away. And he hurt her, and he broke it off with her, and she never has fully gotten over it. And so she's dealing with Miguel, and she's probably turned on by Miguel and likes the attention that Miguel gives her. But I don't think personally that Leah feels in any way as excited about Miguel as she did about Rob. If you watch her body language when she talks to Miguel, it's not the same. She really, really cares for Rob. And Rob's body language with any other girl other than Leah has been completely disinterested. So, in my heart's heart, oh, by the way, after this entire challenge situation of the heartbeat monitors, which I saw someone's comment that said, I don't believe that anyone actually put a heart monitor on them. I thought that was really weird too. We didn't see any heart monitors on anyone. So I have no idea how they even monitor. I mean, did they stick a Fitbit or an Apple Watch on these people? But Leah totally, apparently, according to the results, Rob's heart rate went highest for Leah. And Aaron at one point looked at Rob and he was like, you guys are made for each other. In my dreams, Rob ends up with Leah. That's where I want it to end. I know it's not very popular, or maybe it's half popular. I think a lot of you guys really actually feel this way. Now, I think, okay, Aaron and Kayla. So at the end of the show, by the way, they did the sexy dances. The guys did it for the girls. It was like wowzers. And then the girls did it for the guys. And right when the girls are done doing it, um, another girl walks in. Is her name Cassie? I can't remember her name. And she knows a lot of these guys because she was on last season, I think. So she comes in and she starts to, give it her all. She's like dressed as a red devil. She's beautiful. And right at the end of that was when they got the results and they found out that America had voted. Oh, and by the way, maybe you guys that have watched this show season after season know this. Why wasn't Ariana part of that challenge yesterday. Why didn't she come out and try to, kind of decipher and explain that America had voted and stuff? Did she get the day off? I mean, she's only on the show like once or twice a week. Thought it was really strange that she wasn't there, and they brought in this other woman who I guess has done the show in different countries. So she comes in and she explains that America has voted the top 4 couples. And the top 4 couples, according to America, have been announced as, by no surprise, Janae and Kenny, Miguel and Leah, Serena and Cordell, and Nicole and Kendall. And then we all of a sudden have, down in the bottom 3, we have Harrison and Sierra, who are the newer ones. It's Thor. He was on last season, and Sierra was a Casa Amor girl. I personally would be more than happy for them to go. I feel no connection to them whatsoever. I don't feel like connected to them. I don't feel in love with them. I don't feel like they even really care for each other. I feel no connection whatsoever. And does anyone else, when you're watching Sierra talk, does anyone else feel like you're watching a Kardashian? It's like she literally went to the Kourtney Kardashian, Kim Kardashian school and was like, I want to look like them. I want to talk like them. I want to sound like them. I want my lips to look like them. I want my expressions to be like them. I want to be exactly, the way she goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the final 2 couples that are in the bottom 3, other than Harris and Sierra, are Rob and Daniela, who just broke up within hours before, but I'm still not sure if Daniela knows. And then Aaron and Kaylor. Aaron and Kaylor was pretty surprising. I know that America in general is kind of over them. I think her crying is what really did it in. But in my opinion, now let me ask you a question. Do they only save one couple, or do they save both? Do they save 2 couples and only send 1 couple home in this case? I really, really want Harrison and Sierra to go home. And if Rob goes home, I'll be really devastated, because that would mean that Rob doesn't have a chance with Leah. Here's my hope. Cassie, the new girl, chooses to be with Rob. Oh, this is what I think they're going to do. They can only save 1 couple. Oh my God, that's devastating. So here's what I think they're going to do. They're going to save Kayla and Aaron because they have the most potential to actually really be a couple. And then they're going to give Cassie the opportunity to pick either Rob or Harrison to stay as a couple. That's my guess that they're going to do. And she's going to pick Rob. And the reason why, because I hope the producers have a lot to do with this, because the reason why is I think that Miguel and Cassie end up dying over each other. And then all of a sudden, Rob and Leah have that opportunity to get back together. This is my hope. This is my hope. I can't help it, you guys. But Harrison, someone said that earlier when he entered the house this year. Someone said Harrison was in the show last year, but he's handsome, but he has no personality. And that's exactly what I feel. I feel like he has absolutely no personality, and it's boring for me to watch. Like I'm just not that interested in him. A handsome guy can only take you so far. For me, personality is everything. Like, to me, I thought Kendall was handsome until his personality. I mean, Kendall, you guys. Kendall drives me insane. Something happened to me. Like, I can't deal with him. I can't handle him. I can't deal with him. But how funny is Janae when she did something like, when I mean, obviously I don't have the ability to do what Kendall and Janae were doing, but they were doing those like chest muscle, like boom, 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 boom. And Janae in the confessionals are so good. She's like, who am I? Boom, 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 boom. I'm Kendall. It's funny. Anyway, I do really feel, we'll have to see how this goes. Or maybe Cassie can steal someone from someone. That's what I hope she can do. Anyway, it was a good show. It was fun to watch. It was definitely uh it kept my interest, and I really, really hope that tonight we don't see Rob going home. I'm sorry for those of you that love him, but if Rob goes home, it's going to give me a lot less to want to watch, and Leah is going to be hysterical. You'll see. So I really hope that Rob stays I know Aaron and Kayla will stay, and Kayla will cry. You know, a few things are for certain: death, taxes, and that Kayla is gonna cry. Anyway, I'm looking forward to keeping on watching that tonight, along with what else happens. Something else will be popping up in the online space. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Tuesday. Sorry about the sound issues. I'm not perfect. No one is. Nobody's perfect. Tomorrow is going to be touch and go because I'm dropping the kids off at camp in the morning and it's a little bit of a drive away. So I may or may not have a show tomorrow. And if I do, it may be delayed. I'll keep you posted. I'll see you guys mañana. Hopefully. Love you. Bye.